Tonight's topic is all about self-care. Yes, it seems like yeah, Doctor,
Self-care.
he's taking care of himself with a little bit of water right now.
Being selfish.
So I love talking about self-care. It's literally one of my favorite topics. And so the other piece is we have free giveaways. Did you know we have
Giveaways.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I'm going to grab them too. So we have this Alpha Theta Ultra PM. This is an amazing sleep supplement. Absolutely amazing. And then from Beauty Counter, their vitamin C serum. Amazing. I use this every day on my face.
Look good, get good sleep.
Yes,
What
all
more
of that.
can you ask for?
So if you want to win, and I'm going to keep repeating this, you have to comment. Yes, Nicole, we do love our giveaways. So if you want to go into the drawing, because I have someone behind the scenes that's going to write your name down. So you have to write, pick me, and put your name so we know who you are so you can win.
The only way to enter.
Only way to enter. And you need to stay on here live because who knows when we're actually going to do the giveaway. But we will be doing it while we're live, and you need to be on here live. So that'll be fun. And so you can share this with your friends, your family, anybody on Facebook. We're going to be here for a few minutes. So I'm going to put the little giveaways down. Super excited about them. Yeah, again, today is all about self-care. I love talking about self-care.
She loves self-care.
You're funny. Pick me, Yolanda.
Pick
Awesome.
me, Yolanda. Good job.
Karen, awesome. Love it, you guys. Thanks so much for being here. And Julie, unfortunately, Julie can't qualify for the win, but she's going to write your names down. Love that, Karen, Yolanda. Awesome, awesome. So again, welcome. So we've been going live every Tuesday, 4:30. We appreciate all the support. Again, I'm Lori Rappy from Thrive Functional Wellness Center, and my husband,
Dr. Rappy, Thrive Functional Wellness.
So tonight we're going to be talking all about self-care. So for a lot of people, they think, you know, what kind of a topic is that, right? We've talked about thyroid, we've talked about diabetes and high blood pressure. Why would you want to just talk about self-care? So the reason why we chose it for tonight is self-care is the foundation for everything, absolutely everything. And that includes self-acceptance, self-love, your mindset work, everything. So I'm really curious. I'm going to ask on here, those of you, what do you think is self-care? If you just want to write in a little comment. When you think of self-care, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Self-care. No,
It's like someone
taking care
put
of
it-
me.
Okay.
Being a little selfish, making sure I get all my little stuff in, I meditation.
Love a day at the spa, but getting pampered, day at the spa, going for a massage. I love a pedicure. But what do you guys think of for self-care? Anybody want to throw anything out there? Take time for me. Oh, Karen, I love that. Thank you for sharing. Doing my morning routine. Yes, these are all wonderful things. This is fantastic. And we're going to talk about all of those. I love that because what we're going to talk about is self-care is again, the foundation for everything, right?
Foundation for everything. You got to take care of yourself first.
So the first thing I think is getting your mindset wrapped around the fact that self-care isn't selfish. Okay, so many people think that taking the time for themselves is selfish because they should be doing something for someone else. But we are here to share that a couple things. One, in the programs that we talk about, the coaching that we do, this is literally the foundation of what we put everything on, right? Everything starts with your mindset, realizing that the self-care isn't selfish, taking care of yourself, and taking care of yourself like you would someone else. It's like that old saying when you're on an airplane.
Put your mask on first. And so if I could, let me add it to that a little bit. So I personally like to think of self-care. Self-care is not selfish Because we think of being selfish means I'm going to withhold or keep from someone else, keep them from getting better and doing things. That's not what we're talking about. I need to be selfish to make sure that I take care of me and that I get my self-care in. So it's selfish, but not the kind of selfish that we're taught and trained to think. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I've got to take care of me. The airplane. When you're on the airplane, the stewardess will say, okay, the mask is going to come down. You put yours on first before you put it on the person sitting next to you.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yeah, because...
That's not selfish.
No. And you honestly can't take care of anybody else if you're not taking care of yourself. So we have to fill up our own cup first. Yes, that's exactly it. So I love Karen mentioned one of the points that we were going to start with is about having alone time. This is really important, I would say, for moms out there, but even if you aren't a mom and you're not home, with the kids all day, it's very important to have alone time. Very, very important. It's kind of like what Nicole is saying. You can take that time, and we'll go through a whole list of things that you can do, but you fill your own cup. Because that could literally be your morning routine, you're doing your exercise, meditation, it's eating right, it's doing your affirmations, your gratitudes, your meal prep, your stress management, all of those pieces, that's what we're talking about when we talk about self-care.
That's right. Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's really, really important. And doing that alone time is so important. And there's nothing wrong with just taking a few minutes and saying, okay, I just need a little bit of time for me. I like to do my breath work. We all have kind of our favorite breath work. I like to do the 4-7-8 breath work. And if something has come up, I feel a little stressed out, maybe a little overwhelmed, I will remove myself from the situation, go do the breath work, kind of come down, feel a little more centered, and now I can deal with things better, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about, and again, anybody who's new on here, if you want to qualify for one of our giveaways, you have to write on here, pick me, and put your name so we know who you are. So we have our sleep supplement and the vitamin C serum. So 2 fantastic products we'll talk more about, but in order to get picked, you have to be here live, which you are right now. You have to write pick me and put your name so we know who you are. Okay, because I think I'm gonna do one of the giveaways soon. Wouldn't that be fun?
That'd be fantastic. I can tell you this, do yourself a favor, the vitamin C serum. Put it on before you go to sleep. Put your ID on the nightstand, and when you wake up in the morning and you don't recognize yourself, check your ID to make sure it's you. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be
It's
a really good
amazing stuff.
good spokesman for the products. That's good. That's funny.
That's funny.
Yeah, so we do. We have those 2 great products. So again, talking about self-care, again, does anybody else have something that is their favorite self-care? Because we're going to talk a little bit about our favorite self-care. So we'd love to hear what's going on. Yeah, he is kind of funny, huh? Maybe Beauty Counter will hire him.
I might join up.
The promo.
The Beauty Counter.
Yeah, except it's an overnight peel that you
They
put
have
on.
man products too, and I use them.
They do. They're really,
Yeah.
really good. And so speaking of that for a moment, self-care. So everyone who knows us, we're talking about the food that you eat and always trying to pick foods with less toxins, right? Less preservatives, just clean foods. So that's self-care. Using products on your face, on your lips, on your body that don't have the toxins, the preservatives, that's self-care. Using different cleaners. All of that is just part of taking care of yourself, loving yourself. One of the biggest pieces that I want to add is the mindset. We all have a tendency to go kind of negative in our minds. I think we have like over 80,000 thoughts in a day. And I think I've read that like 80% of them are negative and they're repetitive. So doing the work to get control over what's going on in here is huge self-care, huge, right?
Absolutely.
So we're going to go into just describe a few of our tips for self-care. But meanwhile, for everyone that's on here, Julie, do you have their names?
Hi, Joan. Miss you.
Oh, hi, Joan. So I'm actually, since one of the things for self-care is sleep. Let's talk about sleep. Let's talk a little bit about sleep, Dr.
Talk
Rappy.
about sleep. So when you lay down and close your eyes, and then when you open your eyes, it's morning. No.
He's funny, isn't
Yeah.
he?
So sleep is really important. We want to get a certain amount of sleep, and some of us struggle just to get a few hours. We hear people get up 2 or 3 times in the middle of the night, especially men, and maybe they are dealing with a prostate issue, so they feel like they have to go to the bathroom. They struggle to fall back asleep. So a simple solution is don't drink water or don't drink any liquids after dinner. So there's little tricks that you need to do that might help you get more hours of sleep without having to get up. And that allows you to get into that REM sleep that we want to get down into, that deep REM sleep. That's where we really rejuvenate and revitalize our bodies for the next day. So it's important. 6 to 8 hours. Some people are able to go on less than 8 hours. They do 6. I'm typically going to be like a 6-hour guy. And so that's really what you should be shooting for. You know, longer is not always better, in my opinion. I don't think sleeping 10 hours is beneficial. So, but you want to do between 6 and 8 if you can. And it's really all about trying to figure out how to maintain your sleep without waking up. And for me, it's really about don't drink water after dinner so I don't have to get up to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's good. And this particular supplement, we actually take it ourselves. And any of you who are familiar with this Alpha Theta Ultra PM, give us a little thumbs up. This is for that person who might wake up at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning and the head just starts spinning. You've got little lists going through. This just starts to naturally balance your cortisol levels at night. So we're going to do the drawing for this. So if you have not already said, pick me and put your name, do it right now because I'm about to grab the bag from Julie. Okay, so who's hoping that they win? Oh, I know,
Hold on,
Nicole.
hold it up so they can see.
Okay, got a bag of names. Okay, anybody's hoping that they win? Let me see, well, and Karen, you are the lucky winner. Congratulations. This
All right,
is
Karen.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Great job.
You can come and pick it up. We'll have your name on it. So this is fantastic. We take this with our magnesium at night. So yay. And Julie and Nicole, yes, I know. Love this product. Awesome. Congratulations, Karen. Okay, so before we do the other giveaway, I wanted to go back into some of our self-care tips. So one of the favorite things that I love to say about the self-care and the idea of taking care of yourself as you would take care of others, I love these analogies. You would never run out of baby food for your baby or food for your kids or even pet food, right? Give me a thumbs up for that. Never. But I can't tell you how many times I hear people say, I didn't have the right food for myself for dinner or for my meal prep. They let the good food for themselves run out. So that is an example of how we take care of others, but we're not taking care of ourselves.
Another good one is this. So are you exercising? Oh yeah. What are you doing? Oh, I walk the dog. So the only exercise this individual is getting is they're walking the dog, not because they need to walk, for the dog. What if you didn't have the dog? Would you still be walking a leash, dragging it along the road? Of course not. So that person needs to say, I'm walking because I need it and it fulfills me and it's part of my self-care, not I walk the dog.
Right, because the dog needs it.
Yeah. The dog, now I'm obligated. I've got this dog and I have to walk it. You should be wanting to walk without the dog and exercising.
Yeah, that's a great one. I love that.
Yeah.
And the idea of getting daily movement is so important. So many of us are at home, in the office, in front of computers, all day long. So part of our self-care, and we were going to share some of our little secrets and tips, is daily movement. So for us, we call them non-negotiables. Tell me, who here has a non-negotiable? Give me a thumbs up, a hands up, a thumbs up, a heart, a something. Who has non-negotiables? Who knows what non-negotiables are? So
non-negotiables.
Non-negotiables means it literally, nothing else will happen, thank you for the little hearts, until you finish this, this, and this. So for example, for me, my non-negotiables in the morning, well, the first thing, look at that, is feeding the cats, right? That's so the first thing. Then I make my tea. For all of you who know me, know I love my tea. I do a couple things in the kitchen, and then I do not look at my phone. I don't look at my emails. I don't open up Facebook or anything. I don't do any of that until I go on the treadmill, and then I walk. That's the beginning of my exercise. And so then while I'm on the treadmill, I can look at those things, because if not, I could be 10, 15 minutes could go by in the morning, and the morning goes by really quickly, and I get up early and I'm here at the office early. So I go right into my exercise, and then I do my weights, my stretching. I either do a breath work, a meditation, just sort of a few minutes of quiet time where I just connect with myself and set some good intentions for the day. All of that has to happen before I go in the shower and get ready for work. So those to me are non-negotiables. So
non-negotiables.
Do you have any non-negotiables?
So for me, as I get up and I get things going, I like to walk around our kitchen island. It loosens me up, all right? I can go outside in the backyard if it's nice out, if it's not too hot or windy, and I'll walk on our patio. We have a very large patio. I'll walk back and forth. That just gets me loosened up and ready to go. Then I mix a couple of different little drinks that I like to use in the morning. I do what I call Foga, which is functional yoga. So I do Foga that works best for me. And then I'll do Tai Chi, I'll do martial arts, or I lift weights. One of the three or two of the three. That's kind of my normal routine. And then I get ready to go to work.
So the reason why we have these non-negotiables and we're so strict about them is because I know if I just dilly-dallied in the morning and just did a little this and that and got ready and came to work, I wouldn't get those things done. There's no way at lunchtime or after work that I would exercise and do any of that. I just wouldn't. So I know for me that that's when I'll be the most successful. The other thing that I do is I make sure, this is a huge self-care for us, is I make sure we always have meat thawed and available for dinner and perhaps a prep for the next day. Because that to me is a really big priority, making sure that I have some sort of meal plan prep. That's huge. And if you don't plan for it, you're gonna come home after work. You know, we work here, we love what we do, but we're working a long day, we come home. If I just went in the fridge to see, oh, let's see what's available, that's not setting anybody up for success. So I make sure we have our meals. We always take a lunch break. Everybody in the office takes a lunch break. We live close enough so we can go home. And I always take a break from checking emails, from anything. I love my tea. Again, I have my morning tea, my afternoon tea, my nighttime tea. I'm a tea lover. So these are things for us. And for me, he's not a tea lover.
I'm not a tea lover.
No. And so these are just things that we have set up that are part of our self-care. Right.
So and every day after lunch, I do like a meditation for 20 minutes. I close my eyes, I do breathing and affirmations and gratitudes and all that kind of stuff. Just 20 minutes every single day, and it works good. It just kind of sets me up for a good afternoon. And it's not an extended period of time, so it really works well.
Yeah.
Not negotiable.
Non-negotiable. So I think it's really important for you to do a couple things. There are some basic things like what we talked about, your exercise, you know, meditation, having some alone time. And then there's the other piece of, I love to make a list of what brings you joy. What brings you joy? What would make you happy? What are you passionate about? have that list and make sure you do something on that list every day. It could be really little, it could be really big, but these are really important tips for taking care of yourself. And I feel like out of this whole COVID experience that we all really learned the value of taking care of ourselves. We need to learn to take care of ourselves no matter the storm that's going on around us, the storm, the sunshine. It doesn't matter what's going on around us. We have to continue to take care of ourselves. So we do all those basic things. And then with the program that we do here at Thrive Functional Wellness Center, we're always recommending people do their blood work, because taking care of yourself also means getting ahead of things. So if you can do your blood work, kind of identify some areas that are going out of balance because you've been stressed, because maybe you haven't exercised as much as you can, and then you can do something about it. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Think about it like this. I don't want to walk around on a daily basis when the sun is shining and it's beautiful out and I'm looking at those gorgeous mountains that God created for all of us to see, and I've got this dark storm going on the inside. I want that sunny, beautiful, clear, sunny day on the inside too. And that just doesn't happen. You have to make it happen. You've got to work at it a little bit, right?
Well, I like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was a good one.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I like that. So now for everybody, I'm going to do the Albright C Serum.
I'm in on this one.
No, he can't be, but I do have some at home because I use this every single day. So
she does.
If you want to get your name, and Julia will write it down, but you have to write down, pick me and put your name. So this stuff is amazing. It's one of the best vitamin C products out there. It what evens the skin tone, brightens the skin, protects the skin, reduces dark spots. Yeah, that's kind of a nice little thing. I love this. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and do our little drawing.
Okay, let's do another drawing.
My bag. Okay.
Oh, let me draw this time. Oh, she got her hand in that bag. You'd have think there was popcorn in there.
Here, you can read the
Yolanda.
name.
Lopez.
Awesome.
Yo, good job. Yolanda.
Yay, congratulations.
Nice. All right.
I am so excited. So today we have two local winners too. So Karen, you can come and pick up your supplements. Yolanda, pick up this vitamin C serum. I love this. I can't wait to tell you more about it. It's just an amazing product. And so we can wait. Oh, yay. Congrats. I'm glad that you're still on there. Very exciting. So if anybody has any quick questions, we're always trying to be so mindful and keep these Facebook Lives within our little time, but I always seem to talk too much. I'm getting the look like I talk too much. And again, if you want, you're welcome, Yolanda. Thank you for being here and participating. This piece of self-care is a huge passion piece of what we do in the office and the coaching work that I do personally. So if you want help with this, if you know someone who needs some help, share our information. We're here at Thrive Functional Wellness Center in La Quinta, California, but we work with people everywhere.
Everywhere. Just remember, it's not about the full journey. It's the very first step. So if you're not doing self-care, it's just a little bit the very first day. Just try a little and a little and a little. And before long, you're going to like it. You're going to feel so good. It's going to change you mentally, physically, spiritually. And all of a sudden you're like, I will not miss that stuff. That's not negotiable. Yeah, it's
exactly
true. Little at a time. You got to start. Simple.
You got to start somewhere.
You got to start somewhere. We all start at the same place.
We do.
Yeah.
And it's okay to be a beginner at something. That's a lesson I'm always trying to teach myself.
We've all been beginners many times over.
Yeah, many times. And so you guys just being here right now and listening to all this, it's also recorded on our Facebook Live so you can share with anybody who you think could really use these tips. And next week, to announce, next week is the 11th, and Dr. Rappy will be talking about the top 10 signs of hormone imbalance.
Top 10 signs.
And
hormone imbalance.
The next week, we're going back live at our kitchen, and we're going to be doing a whole thing on healthy snacks swaps. So we're going to be going through all the different snacks that are out there, and we're going to share lots of healthy swaps for your snacks. So that one, and then once I'm going, I think the last one of the month is, what do belly fat and sleep issues have in common?
Wow,
That's
going to be really good. You don't want to miss any of those.
Oh, thank you everybody for being here with
Thank you.
us. If you have a topic that you'd like us to talk about, you can always, send us an email. Comment below, message us, all the different ways you can get in touch.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for being here.
Great seeing everybody, and congrats to
Bye.
Karen and Yolanda. Bye.